What the heck is up, guys? Thrush here, and I just wanted to bring you a quick rant about the state of Xbox in 2016. Now, the end of 2015, we had some great stuff. We had them announce whole crap ton of 360 games coming to Xbox One, which is great. Kind of would regret selling most of mine now when I realized that they were gonna get backwards compatibility, but that is what it is. It was my decision. Um, Yeah, so we got 360 games on Xbox One. We That essentially means double the games for our gold membership, which is awesome. But there's a few things that have really concerned me so far in 2016. The one thing I always admired about Xbox over PlayStation was because we paid for our service, at least online, was always better. If it went down, it was fixed within hours, if not an hour, all that sort of stuff because we were paying the premium price over those of those of you on PlayStation, where there was like days and I think a week or so where you guys had no PSN, which is absurd. So I thought that was going to continue to happen regardless of 360, Xbox One, all that stuff. I thought that's the level of service would just carry on. But the past like week and a half, I've had these mini outages that I've never had before, and it's if I'm paying $60 a month or whatever it is now, for this service yearly, it's absurd to me that that should be tolerated because I can hop on PlayStation and yes, I don't get games for gold and all that stuff if I don't pay, but I can do all the free stuff I want and then pay if I want all the extra stuff from PlayStation. So that's been a bit disappointing. And then the other thing I had to say was I'm seeing tons of new games come out, and even games that I beta tested on Xbox One are now coming only PlayStation first, PlayStation DLC first, all that sort of stuff. Like I can say it now because it's over. I was part of the Battleborn beta test, which ran on both PS4 and Xbox One, and it was great. Loved it. But now it's first PS4 and open beta only on PS4, I believe. I don't even think they're doing an open beta on Xbox One, which really sucks. And then even guys like the developers of Gears of War are making a new MMO sort of shooter thing. You'd figure it'd come to console, and it is, but it's coming to PC and PS4. So I don't know if this is just sort of the aftermath of deals that were made way before Phil Spencer and crew took over as head of Xbox, but it seems like we're still getting the short end of the stick. And I mean, I know for years the PlayStation guys were stuck with this, and I think I'm starting to get it, and it's really frustrating. And what drives me insane is Microsoft has come out repeatedly and said, and especially when they were doing press events for the Xbox One, their technology is really close to PC standard. So I'm not fully understanding, short of just it being a money grab, why I can't just say why can't the Xbox be Microsoft's version of say the Steam box or whatever it may be. Like why can't I run Steam? Whether a full version of Steam or a half baked version doesn't really matter, but get access to my Steam library, play with my PC friends, and yes, I know there'll be disadvantages, keyboard, mouse. Don't really care. I just want to enjoy some time with my friends that are on another system, because they're already doing cross platform play with stuff like the Fable that's been in development forever. Whole bunch of stuff. I think the Division has some sort of Microsoft Surface integration into it, if I'm not mistaken, from the early footage I saw way back when. So there's games like you have Smite, which is a huge PC game, and it's the first MMO on Xbox. And their tournament that they run every year is sponsored by Xbox. Yet the guys are playing on PlayStation for the most part. I think there's a small bit of tournament that runs on Xbox, but for the majority, they're playing on PCs. And yet there's no cross-platform play, which is the first thing that's disappointing. But secondly, why can't we get that sort of PC play on our Xbox if Microsoft is going to throw this much money at a PC developer to run tournaments and all that sort of stuff? We should be able to get this across the board. Um, I know it's probably difficult to do, and I know it'll probably hurt the market a little bit. And I'd even honestly be happy to say to Steam, hey guys, I want to play this in my living room. I want to play this in my basement. I don't want to sit at my desk and play this, so let me play it on Xbox. And I'd happily give Steam, say, like a $10 or $15 fee, or let's call it a Steam console app, to make up for the difference in pricing. And what that's also going to do is that'll also make game pricing out of the Microsoft Store more competitive, which means we're going to get more bonus stuff digitally on the store to motivate you, as opposed to getting the deals on Steam if you wait so long. So I think it could work, and I think that's what Microsoft needs to do to beat PlayStation, because at this point we're really falling behind. And yes, the new UI layout is great and all that sort of stuff. It's awesome stuff, but PlayStation's really stepping their game up in terms of games and content and what they want to bring to their players, and we're just not getting that same type of support. And I don't know if it's Microsoft just needs to innovate more, or if they physically just need to throw more money at developers to get stuff to happen, because it's almost feeling like you know what we're in? We're in the Wii U generation of Xbox, where Microsoft is riding the coattails of their previous successes and not bringing in anything new from the outside, bringing in previous Microsoft titles, essentially, if we can call them that. I know it's not the same as Mario and those types of things, but bringing those back in and trying to sell them as this new thing to us, as repackaged digitally and remastered HD, all this BS. And that's great. I love old games, don't get me wrong. But if you can't bring us new games, then why did I bother to buy an Xbox One? Because going from 720p to 1080p hasn't really changed my life. I doubt it's changed many of yours. So let me know what you have to say on this, guys. Hopefully you sort of agree with me. Maybe we can come up with some ideas that we can rant at Phil Spencer on Twitter, and maybe get some things changed. And hopefully you enjoyed the Wukong gameplay that I left in the background. He is just an absolutely amazing Warframe if you haven't checked him out, by the way. Alright, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great one.